on with who you with, Kirk, though.
Welcome to the show. Let's get this party started.
I'm out.
Hopefully, y'all had a great day today.
I'm out.
It wouldn't be allegedly because he was charged.
Welcome to speak. I'm out. Welcome to speak. I'm out.
Why, those must be some good wings.
I'm out. Who you with, Kirk, dog?
Welcome to Speak on It with Who You With, Kirk, dog. I'm M. Who You With, Kirk, dog. Man, what a day, what a day, what a day. Sorry about being a little bit late today, but like I told y'all before, right before the show, my family and I is having a prayer call. So, with that being said, you can't put a time on God. So, definitely welcome to the show. You are listening to Speak on It with Who You With, Kurt, dog. Want to welcome everybody on Facebook, YouTube, Periscope, Twitch, Twitter. D Live is in the house. I didn't even see my story show up. Okay, I'm running today because I'm behind today, but it's a good behind. So one thing we're going to talk about today, Juli Briskman, very interesting. I don't know if y'all remember the young lady that she was riding her bike and Trump motorcade passed by, and she told him he was number one by the middle finger. Well, she actually, after that, allegedly, Trump got her fired. And she's actually out of Loudoun County, Virginia. So she got fired from her job. And she said, you know what? I'm going to make a difference. I'm going to change a little bit. So she decided to run for the election there, and she ended up winning. She was a teacher, a school teacher, and they fired her thanks to Trump. You know, sometime your disappointment can be a blessing, because for Trump, he allegedly fired her, but for her, she ended up winning her election, and now she's serving in the government. And guess who's not there? So I'm all for it. I'm glad that she did take a stand, and she did end up winning. So congratulations to Miss Juli Briskman. And if you don't follow her on Twitter, you might want to, because yeah, she put out some stuff that is very good. She's not one of those pushovers, so she is for the people. So definitely follow her on Twitter, and my hat goes off to you. I could just imagine the work that you're gonna do. She just got sworn in also, so I could just imagine the work that you're gonna do while you in that position, because for you to flip off Trump, we BFF. And that's all I'm gonna say, because uh, oh, I didn't see this part, but let me see here, because um she was elected in the county home to his golf course. So she also oversees his golf course in Virginia. So yeah, that's gonna be real interesting. So I'm happy for it and good for you. Welcome to the show. T Cal is in the house on a Tuesday. Wait a minute. I thought you normally work on Tuesday night, but you're here tonight. I'm glad that you're here with your boy. Now, this next story been going around. Um, I've I've heard some things. I've seen this videos, I think, since last week. Uh, Tessica Brown, and I seen people make a lot of joke about it. Um, but and I'm not saying. Well, I'm gonna say it. We see a lot of videos that people do to get followers. And what's going on, radio? Welcome to the show. Apologize that I was late tonight, but the spirit was moving. Um, so she, some people, they do these videos, the pranks, the outrageous videos to get followers and everything. And in this situation, I don't know where her mind thought was. I don't know, but she decided to put she ran out of her hair glue. And since she ran out, she knew she had some of that spray Gorilla Glue. So she decided to put that on her hair. And it been like that for over a month now. And over the weekend, she ended up going to the hospital in Louisiana. And while she was there, they couldn't help her. Another video came out. She was trying to do some other stuff, and it wasn't working. So now the Beverly Hill renowned plastic surgeon is set to help her, and she's going to fly out to LA on Wednesday to get some help from him. Hopefully, my biggest concern, because I've used regular Gorilla Glue, you don't want to get that on your fingers. It might take you a while to get it off, and especially if it dries. And look like Beyonce hairstylist is also offering to help also. Hopefully no major damage is done, but this plastic surgery is saying it could take up to 3 days, a 3-day process to get this Gorilla Glue off her head. And she did many videos showing that she put shampoo on it, wet it, then budge. So my thing to YouTubers, people that's trying to get followers and stuff like that, be smart about what you're doing. Please do not uh, take it where you're putting yourself in danger or even someone else in danger, because I don't know how they're gonna do it, but I'm sure it's gonna be some pain going on, because that Gorilla Glue, once it's on, it's gonna be hard. Um, it's definitely gonna be hard. Um, so it's so hopefully she don't have no major damage with her hair. I don't know how they're gonna do it, but I know someone actually said after 30 days, um, her hair may just be damaged, and she's talking about filing a lawsuit against the maker, against somebody, I don't know, but against herself, I don't, I don't know, but definitely, it's a sad situation. Yeah, at first scene it was kind of funny, but now it's really sad because she's unable to get this glue off of her. Radio said people do some crazy stuff on YouTube. Remember the guy that got his girlfriend to shoot him using a high caliber pistol and him using a thick book for protection. How'd that work out for him? I think I remember that story. Or uh, I think it was the one I remember. It was a guy that him and his girlfriend was doing a prank, and I think he accidentally shot her. And I can't remember if she passed away or not. But to get laughs and get followers, it's not worth it. Be yourself. But don't do stuff like this where it can actually change your life forever. I'm not a I'm not a doctor. I know she did reach out to the company, and they said it was his no way to get it off. Um, and not only that, oh wow. On top of that, I don't know what type of I don't know, maybe Gorilla Glue will pick her up for a sponsor. I don't know. What's going on, Marcellus? What's going on? Welcome to the show. Apologize, I'm late tonight, but I know Marcellus can attest to this when when you're praying and you just can't put a time limit on God. So definitely, I know Marcellus is familiar with that. You just got to let him use you. So, um, man, so hopefully Tessica Brown, she able to get her procedure done. And Tessica, if you listening, before you flying out tomorrow, but if you want to call in, the phone number is on the screen, 972 591-3665. Had to make sure I didn't give out my personal number. I never hear that. So better late than never. We're praying for healing, brother. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Reach out to the family and tell you what's going on. So definitely keep her up in your prayers, because it's not looking good. I don't know what's gonna happen to her hair, but literally this young lady put some shampoo, conditioner, something on her hair, and she took a towel and just tried to wipe it off, and that hair did not move. And she says she did it over a month ago. So I don't know. Maybe call up a boy. He probably can hook her up. See where he got his piece from. So I'm just saying, it's not looking good. So I appreciate it. But I'm gonna change these stories around a little bit, because this happened in my backyard. Allegedly, a white national charged with gun crimes, but this happened next door in the next city over in Grand Prairie, and it happened yesterday. When I got off last night, I seen the story come across. Um, said an alleged white national apparently intent on killing members of a Jewish faith has been charged with a federal firearm offense, announced acting U.S. Attorney for the Northern District of Texas, P-Rack Shai, Kristen Michael Mackey, 20 years old, was charged via criminal complaint with unlawful sale of a firearm. FBI agent arrested him at a parking lot near his home in Grand Prairie Friday evening. It happened Friday, but it just came out yesterday. And so he made his initial appearance in federal court before the U.S. Magistrate Judge Amar Carrillo Ramirez Monday. A detention hearing has been set for 1 p.m. Wednesday, so that's on tomorrow. The Department of Justice committed to enforcing our national gun laws, which are designed to keep firearm out of hands of dangerous individuals. This defendant indiscriminate sale of an AM-15. I don't know if that's a misprint, probably AR-15, to a convicted felon could put lives at risk had the buyer not turned the gun over to the FBI, said acting U.S. Attorney Peter Shai. So they met him online, met this young guy online, and I'm trying to skip around because it's a long article. They say on Instagram, Mr. Mackey said he liked control and killing. He liked control and killing. Called himself a radical Jew slayer, and vowed he would die attacking the system. He urged fellow group members to kill Jews and African Americans. At a meeting with an undercover FBI agent in December, Mr. Mackey allegedly expressed interest in selling his rifle in order to purchase another firearm, and stated that another earned youth member had recommended a ghost gun, a homemade pistol without a serial number. He later changed his mind, telling the agent he would prefer to purchase a traditional rifle. At a subsequent meeting, the undercover agent offered to facilitate the sale of Mr. Mackey's gun to another individual who the undercover agent warned was a felon. Mr. Mackey allegedly told the agent he could care less who bought his gun. On January 29th, Mr. Mackey sold his AM-15 to a paid FBI source with multiple felon convictions. At the undercover agent direction, the pair met at a gas station in Grand Prairie, then drove to an adjoining parking lot where the source purchased the weapon for $800. Mr. Mackey asked if the source was based, a term used to indicate an embrace of white supremacy. Then indicated that he heard the source was a felon, but didn't care. Immediately following the sale, the AM-15 was taken into FBI custody, and criminal complaint is merely allegedly allegation of wrongdoing, not evidence. Like all defendants, Mr. Mackey is presumed innocent until proven guilty in the court of law. If convicted, he faced up to 10 years in federal prison. If convicted as a felon, he would be permanently barred from possession of handgun. So this is crazy. And this happened in my backyard, right in the next city in Grand Prairie. So this is really crazy. Aren't homemade pistol dangerous? Yes, because last year, I think it was a thing going on. A guy was selling some type of pistols that had no trace of them and all of that, no serial number, nothing. So that's and so that's I'm like, that's crazy. Marcella said the Dallas Mavericks will be playing the national anthem at the game until further notice. They should. Matter of fact, they need to holler at Kirk and his crew. Let them come down there and sing the Black national anthem. Lift every voice. I don't know if y'all seen that video, but you might want to go check it out. Lift every voice and sing by Kirk Franklin. That's a dope video, a dope song, the way he remixed it. they let me off, so happy to be here. I'm not lagging behind, so I can make sure I don't miss anything. But don't worry, I'm here. I appreciate it. It's always good to see you here. Um, oh, will not. Oh, they will not play. Why not? Oh, that's uh, that's not good. Well, hey, I don't know. Either way, they should do lift every voice throughout the month of February in every game. Um, I feel like they should, but that's my opinion. So, see, with the guy selling this gun to a known felon and then turning around, not knowing it's an FBI agent, and then saying he didn't care. He's part of a terrorist group that talked about not only killing Jews, but also uh, but also um, killing African American. Now, the thing is, that's the type of sickness that we're having to deal with. Just because of your religion, just because the color of your skin, you are a target. And that's what we uh, need to change people's mindset about that. And that's all because of the last administration we had, all because of that. That's why people feel like it's okay to talk openly and freely about it. I don't mind you saying that you're a racist. Then I know how to deal with you. Um, but to randomly want to kill someone, how how smart is that? How smart is that to say you want to kill Jews and African Americans? And they saying if he's found guilty. Now on the news, I thought they said he was facing uh, a large amount of numbers because this dude was saying that he's part of this organization, and that's what he want to do. He want to kill folks. I think uh, when you sick in the mind like that, I feel like you shouldn't be free again. It's gonna take a lot to change that mindset, and I wish they had a. I haven't found the one that actually have a picture of him. Um, so I wish. Um, I'm trying to see if I can find it. Um, yeah, see if I can find a picture because this is um, this is crazy. He's 20 years old. They should have a picture of him, but he need to be exposed. People need to know exactly who he is, because this is crazy. You want to just randomly go around and kill people for no reason at all. Um, and they call a group Earn Youth, which is a hate group. And it's, oops, I'm trying to see if I can find a picture because I want to say they showed a picture last night on the news. Uh, I'm trying to see if I can find one. Um, because this guy's he need to be behind bars. Hopefully they didn't give him bail like they did everybody else. This is one of these individuals that is possible, allegedly, that will go around and shoot up schools and stuff. Um, I'm trying to see if I cannot find a picture of him, but I'm sure if you pull it up, might be able to find him sometime. But it's crazy how these people are getting away with these things and not being held accountable. Matter of fact, um, uh, matter of fact, speaking of that, the difference between black laws and white laws. Um, yeah, that's crazy. It's crazy how you get caught up like that. This at 20, can you imagine what you was doing at 20? Uh, at 20, you trying to enjoy yourself. Trying to enjoy. I know I was enjoying myself. Had a great time. Um, but that's what they do. And they hardly be charged. Sometimes they don't see the inside of a courtroom. The story will just go away. 20 years old, he's fantasizing about killing Jews and black folks. That's what his goal were. That's all you had in life? I don't understand it. But why is this at a story like that? So this alleged oath keeper commander claimed he had top secret clearance work for the FBI. In a motion for bond, Thomas Caldwell, uh, not sure about his age, one of them saying 65, one saying 66. So between their claim he was an FBI section chief after leaving the U.S. Navy. An alleged member of Oath Keeper now indicted on conspiracy charges in the Capitol riot, claiming a new legal filing that he holds a top secret clearance and was a former FBI section chief. Thomas Edward Caldwell of Clark County, Virginia, was indicted on January 27th on charges of conspiracy, obstruction of an official proceeding, destruction of government property, and entering a restricted building, along with two alleged co-conspiracy, Donovan Ray Kroll and Jessica Maria Watkins. The government has inserted all three are members of the Oath Keeper group. Kroll and Watkins are accused of being part of the Ohio State regular malicious chapter during a search of Watkins' Ohio home. Federal investigators have said they found homemade weapons. We just said that. Found homemade weapon and where my story go? And some other things they found in there, but where did my computer jumping? So they found a homemade weapon in their house, and instruction for making plastic explosive. So here it is. He's have a top clearance for the White House, for the Capitol, everything, and he's up here taking part of this terrorist attack, which is crazy. It's really crazy. Um, and people act like it's not a problem. That's why I say you don't know who all was part of it. Now, one thing I will say, I seen an article today. They was asking the question about, here it is, a month later, still no arrest for the killing of the police officer. Still no arrest for um, the pipe bombs that was found after a month. And we very suddenly hear anything about it. So that's going to be another interesting story we're going to have to keep up with, because somebody um, knows what's going on and know who did it. And I'm sure they have told somebody. So yeah, I see that um, radio Cal Rittenhouse case supposedly started on March 29th. Now, I briefly read a story saying that um, his defense attorney did not want to give his new address for protection, but there's a way that you do that. You have to get that okayed by the court. You cannot choose to do that yourself. And not only that, they showing that there was protesters, some marchers out there uh, for equal justice and the revoking of Cal Rittenhouse bond, which it should be. It should be. To be honest, he never should have got bond. He murdered two people and injured another one. So yeah, um, I don't know. Maybe I still feel like Donna gonna end up in jail soon, but um, maybe they'll be sharing sales together or something. I don't know, but yeah, but Cal Rittenhouse, he should be in jail. He's a flight risk. He's a flight risk. We don't know how much money he actually been given. Um, they're holding a hearing on Thursday to increase or revoke his bond. They need to. They should. They should definitely revoke it. Be like, forget it. You did this. We're gonna do this. He knew the rules. His attorney knew the rules. I don't think his attorney knew where he was. And they saying that the person that moved into uh, his apartment, he didn't know that's where he lived. Um, he just found the new a new apartment. Didn't know that was Cal Rittenhouse apartment. So um, that's crazy. Would you want to stay there after what that man did? They might mistake you for him. I wouldn't want to live there. Uh, I don't know. I have to pull that one up because I'm not sure. I can't remember his attorney name. Uh, well, he's facing anti-SLAPP action. He just dropped claim against his ex. So I don't know. I don't know if he's representing or not. I'm trying to see. Um, well, he's facing illegal voting in Georgia. Um, so I think I did a story on that last week. I mentioned that he's facing allegedly facing charges for voting. Say the Georgia Secretary of State pro-Trump election conspiracy, Lynn Wood, investigated over possible illegal voting. I'm like, hey, gotta go, gotta go. I caught a little bit of this impeachment trial, so they're gonna resume tomorrow at noon. And with them doing that, they voted, I think it was either 56 or 57 to 49, 46 or something. I can't remember the numbers, but they voted to hold Trump accountable. And tomorrow they're going to move forward with the next phase of it. They said it could possibly, they have a total of, I think it's 20 hours or something each. So they said it may be over by the weekend. They didn't know, but it will be at least a couple of days of the testimony of it. So I'm like this. Anybody who's still supporting Trump at this point, you're part of the issue. That's all to it. You're part of it. I don't think they are either because of what I was seeing today. Okay, it was 56 to 44. Because of what I was seeing today, I definitely do not. It's going to be kind of hard, but hopefully he go ahead and get charged for these other charges, the alleged sexual assault charge, and also the scam they did, allegedly scam they did for the school. So hopefully they hold him accountable and go ahead and make sure he cannot hold another office. And I went on Twitter after it went off, and they was going in. They was going in on that on his attorney. They said the speech that he opened up with, he must took a wrong turn on the freeway and forgot which case he was doing. They was talking about it was dealing with installing a new attorney. So they was tearing him up about his speech. Marcella said, "I want that 1400." Yeah, that 1400. I think everybody can. A lot of people can use that if you qualify for it. That 1400 wouldn't be a bad thing. I feel like a lot of people could really use it, and hopefully they keep it going. So, but yeah, it's I don't know. Some of these folks, and our boy, well, Radio Boy, talking about how bad it was for them to even bring this before the court. Oh, see, you talking about the same thing I'm talking about. Funny how Senator Cruz and Haley are junior in the trial after they participated in inciting the riot with their election lies. Yeah, it's just a matter of time. I really feel something is gonna change. Because once these folks start testifying, like I say, it's going to be some plea deals made somewhere. They're going to be like, hey, this happened, that happened. We got our orders from this person, that person, and it's going to be some things change. So, but Ted Cruz still need to go. We still need to vote him out. John Corner, he just won last year, and he said it was a bad thing to impeach Trump. So we got to wait before we could get him out, and hopefully people will show up. But Ted Cruz, Greg Abbott, Dan Patrick, what's the other one? I haven't seen it. Golly, I forgot his name. It'll come to me. Y'all know who I'm talking about, the thug. The alleged thug. What is the it'll come to me in a minute. My mind is all over the place right now. Marcella said, heck yeah, I definitely qualify. Said I'm gonna use mine to come back to Texas. Oh yeah, it's live in Texas. T-Cal said for sure. Guess she said she want that 14 too. Hey, ain't nothing wrong with it. If you qualify, you qualify. So definitely I'm gonna do something tonight because my mind is all over the place right now. Oh yeah, and they want to find. Did you say jury? Okay, yeah, you did say jurors. Yeah, they want to find themselves as jurors. I'm like, boy, and AOC would not apologize for Ted Cruz. Almost had me murdered tweet. Now I wanna say something because last night, Clown Live or something, I don't know what his name was, but he mentioned that Trump did not say it. Yes, he didn't say the words, but he kept mentioning about we gonna go down to the Capitol and demand that they change the election. And he also mentioned that some of the terrorists left before Trump finished speaking. But the way I look at it, he didn't have to be there. He said enough to get them to go there. And because of that, he did enough. The tongue can either bring life or death. And what Trump done, he spoke, some people may feel like they spoke life to him with the lies he tells. But then again, he also spoke death because of their actions. And because of that, he's responsible for it. He knows exactly what he said. And that's what they said when they played that video about what he said and did. He knows exactly what he did. He didn't come out and say, go down there and tear it up, but he said enough. We're not going to stand for this. They stole the election. He blamed other folks. Then he used key words to get people hype. And that's all they heard. That's why so many folks are coming out and saying, well, I did it for him. He invited us to do it. And that's the people that have been brainwashed, that did not have enough sense to think for themselves. Now look at you. Everybody know who you are. Unfortunately, this is not Cheers. You're not walking into a bar where everybody knows your name. This is real life. And because of that, a lot of people have lost their jobs. Some people have lost their family, all because of a lie. That's why you have to be honest with folks. Be honest up front. Don't make stuff up and have conspiracy. Trump has been claiming election fraud since 2016. Well, it benefited him in 2016, but he been claiming it for a while. He said beforehand he felt like, matter of fact, I think after the 2016, he kept saying he was going to lose the next one. He knew what he was doing. And for people still think this man is coming back on March 4th, I'm going to say this because remember, Trump kept talking about January the 6th. He kept talking about that. Now they talking about March 4th. Like I mentioned last night, 42 GOPs want the fence taken down from around the Capitol, but it's also to protect you. And the question is, what would have happened if they would have found one of those senators, congressmen, or any one of them? Or what if they would have found Mike Pence? Because also in the video I seen today, they talked about how Trump went on Twitter moments before and talked about Pence. I keep saying I cannot read your comments when I'm in the middle of talking. Unfortunately, these people worship the orange Cheeto. Nothing but a bunch of empty calories. But at the end of the day, that's one of the questions. What would have happened if they would have found one of them? We got to think about it. They've been yelling for years back the blue, but they attacked the blue that day. The blue didn't matter. Then some of them was prepared to kidnap folks. We also got to remember last summer they threatened to kidnap. I forgot which group it was that threatened to kidnap Michigan governor. Showed up at the governor mansion, at the governor state building there, forced their way in. And they talked about kidnapping her and killing her. Then they did the same thing. It was either Virginia, I think it was West Virginia, governor also. They did the same thing, wanted to kidnap him and kill him. All because you don't agree with the law of the land. And that's a problem. That's what a lot of people do. They don't look at the consequences. You can say and do whatever you want to, but that doesn't mean it's right. It doesn't mean it's right. And it's going to be consequences come back with it. So definitely, this is not good. And for that judge to let that terrorist to go on this trip, that's crazy within itself. You let her go on a trip and go on a trip that is really crazy. And then I don't know if y'all heard about the story out of Raleigh, North Carolina. What's her name? Shantae Brown, I believe. So last week, Shanae Porter, I'm sorry. Last week she was away from her house overnight, come back home, get to a door crack. She opened it up. She see a guy sitting on her couch, a white guy. And she asked, "Who are you?" But she didn't say it like that. Asked, "Who are you?" He started walking toward her. She closed the door, called the police, told him there's a man in her apartment sitting on her couch eating her food. And as they came, and the video is online, once the police got there, they go in talking with the guys, being nice to them. Here it is, this woman is saying, "Hey, this guy's in my house, sitting on my couch eating my food. I don't know who he is. I don't know how he got in my house." But as the police talking, she realized it's another guy she can't see. And since she can't see him, she like, "Wait a minute, is it two in there?" But the police treated the guys with the utmost respect, asking them, "What apartment number do you live in?" And here it is. This black queen is telling this cop, "Hey, this is my apartment. This dude have on my ex-boyfriend clothes that he got out of my closet. And they sitting in there eating my food." Then went through the apartment, searched it, all type of things. And I later found out, she said that they was actually the guys was homeless, but they broke into her apartment. And since they broke in, they was finally arrested, but it took the cops a while to arrest them, even though she was saying, "This is my apartment. Y'all need to arrest them. This is my apartment." And people ask, why do I say there's a difference between black laws and white laws? Because if that was a black person in this woman's apartment, they probably would have been shot. The cops wouldn't have been that nice to them. You have the homeowner. You can clearly see where they kicked the door in, but you go in having a conversation with these guys. And I'm like, what? That don't make sense to me. Don't make sense at all. So hopefully the young lady able to um, recover from this, because she's that's a scary thing. You um, trying to actually live somewhere, do the right thing. You spend a night at a friend's house, and here it is. These guys, you don't know who they are. You don't know what they have. In the midst of COVID, they sitting in her house, don't know how long they've been there. and tuck one of them, at least one of them have taken a shower, put on her ex-boyfriend clothes. The other one's sitting on the couch eating. So they done went in there and cooked too. I don't know what they was eating, but he was sitting on the couch with a plate in his hand, like he was at home. I'm sorry, but I don't know if the young lady have a LTC, but that should have been the time you had one. You walking up in your apartment and you see a stranger sitting on your couch eating your food. I don't have too many questions for you. Because I know for me, I know who's supposed to be in my household. Um, they should have handcuffed them and hauled them out of there. Yeah, they talked to them for a while. Now, two more cops came up. When they come in, then they closed the door for she couldn't see what was going on. And I'm like, really? And the woman like, what's going on? Y'all gonna close the door? Get them out my apartment. It's no telling what they done while they was in there. I wouldn't feel safe being in there, to be honest with you. In the midst of COVID, you don't know if they have COVID or not. And then I think her apartment complex, because she put the video on online, and because the news did a story on it, the manager just want to know when she leaving. Yeah, that's all she want to know. When is she leaving? Not the fact that you should have security over here to keep your residents safe. I don't know if they have security or not, but they want to know when she was leaving. Prime incident. Yet Botham Jr. sitting in his own apartment, eating ice cream, end up dead because a cop allegedly went to the wrong apartment. Yeah, she got 10 years, but I don't think that's good enough. Botham John is not coming back in 10 years. And once you're dead, you gone. Game over. It's done. It's a history. He's not coming back in 10 years. So why should she get out in 10 years? Oh, she was trying to hook up with a married man. That's what that was. Um, yeah, that's a whole nother story. I wonder if him and his wife is um, still together after that. But I'm glad that shout out to my boy, the one who did the theme song that I played today, uh, Chris Normalology. He took the lead on this. The city of Dallas did change a portion of that street and named it after Botham. So I appreciate Chris Normalology for taking a stand on that, taking the lead, him and his team. And because of what they've done, the city of Dallas did name that part of the street after him, which is good. Yeah, I know she's appealed it, but um, I guess she's tired of Big Bertha snuggling with her. No Valentine coming up. She might be trying to get out of there for uh, um, before Valentine. She don't want to have to experience that again. Yeah, that came out last year in August, and they denied it. Um, and actually, the prosecutor, um, hold on, I'm trying to see. They're saying that. Okay. Yeah. So they. I don't know if a decision been made yet. I want to say they set it aside for right now, but she she need to do her time. Go on in there and braid, or let Big Bertha braid your hair and just do it out. Become friends with her. Ooh, I almost said something that was way left. I'm gonna leave that alone. But definitely, um, I'm sorry, but she should do her full time. 10 years, no probation, because she was wrong. Um, as far as I can see, um, they haven't did anything. They said they just want it set aside, and trying to see. Oh, the Dallas County prosecutor had filed the lengthy response to the request by former Dallas Police Amber Gallagher, who wants to appeal court to set aside her murder conviction. No, 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 Becky, go on, stay in there. Um, I'm trying to see. I don't know if what the either way, she need to stay in there, do her time. You did the crime. So hey, yeah, that's what they said at first. She might get 5 years. I don't know. She don't. She mess around and upset Big Bertha. That might be a long 5 years. Um, she will be out in five if she behaves. Who knows? Well, normally policemen, when they go to prison, they have them like in protected custody. Um, they don't just let them roam freely because their life will be at risk. But at the same time, you did the time. You mess around and see somebody you put up in there, and that may not be good for them. So, but I'm gonna do. I couldn't do a couple. I can't do a minute in prison or jail. I can't do neither one because for me, it's just not. Mm-mm. Nah, I always said I was too pretty to go to jail. Can't do it. Uh, especially if I shave, I have a baby face. Definitely ain't going up in there. Try to live my life the right way. Um, Trying to get up in there and be fighting, uh, trying to stay safe. I'm like, nope, I definitely can't do that one. So that may not be a good key. Now, I know some people, they gone to jail, they got out, they got their life straight. That's a good thing. I'm happy for them. I just can't do it. I'm gonna tell you right now. If you doing something, do not do it with me. Um, because if you do it with me, mm-mm, you going to jail. I'm not going. I'm just saying, I'm not going. I won't be able to do it. So that's not my cup of tea. I love my freedom. I don't like nobody to tell me what I can and can't do. Um, but unfortunately, there's a lot of people that actually actually think it's a game to go. I just don't. That's not my cup of tea. So, but definitely, 9:35, man. I'm like I said, I'm way behind tonight because um, I'm trying to get my mind back right. But what we're gonna do tomorrow night, um, we're gonna I think we'll do Ask Kirk Dog anything tomorrow night. Because I um, need to get my mind right. I haven't been sleeping that much lately, so gotta gotta get some stuff taken care of. But for the ones that just tuning in, you are listening to Speak On It with Who You With Kurt Dog. You can always chat live with us in the chat during the live shows. We do run replays from time to time, but during the live shows, you can always chat live with us in the chat room. If it's a subject that we're talking about, you could be a part of the show. If it's something you want us to speak on, you can let us know and we will speak on it. You can actually send me an email and we'll speak on it. Um, but we have some great things coming up in the future. Don't forget, on the 24th, Miss Kincaid will be in the house. Um, she will be in the house providing counseling. So if you have questions about counseling, um, if you have questions about counseling, mental health, whatever you need counseling for, you can always send me an email early because when Miss Kincaid come on, she comes on and she bring it. So we can I can have the questions lined up for ahead of time where she can actually be prepared to answer them. We would answer those first, but definitely check it out. I know we're going through trying times still in this pandemic. I know a lot of people are struggling right now due to the fact that uh, due to the fact that uh, that we're in a pandemic, and then a lot of people are losing loved ones. Um, and during this time, it's rough. It's rough. Um, so definitely, um, let's stay positive. On the 24th, Miss Kincaid will be here. If you're struggling with something mentally, um, definitely be a part of that show. If you have questions, and what a lot of people don't realize, if you work, if you're working, you can get counseling for free. I I take it every week. I'm not ashamed of it. Every Tuesday from 12 to 1, I'm taking counseling. Um, so it's nothing wrong with it. I have no problem with saying I take counseling. So if you are working, you can get it for free. Go to your HR. Ask your HR about the assistant employee assistant program, EAP. Ask them about that. You, your spouse, and your kids can get counseling for free. So take advantage of it. It's okay to ask for help. It's okay to do that. There's nothing wrong with asking for help. Nothing wrong at all. And it's okay to say that you're struggling. It's okay to say that. Um, because when you're able to admit it, That means you're willing to accept help. And you never know who might hear your cries. When you're asking for help, someone may mess around and hear you. I know for me, when I see people that is on my pages on social media, they may lose a loved one. They may say, hey, today just not a good day for me. And I send them a message. Let them know if they need someone to talk to, I'm here. I'm here praying for them. So definitely take advantage of it. If you work, go to your HR, ask them about the EAP, Employee Assistance Program, and you can get counseling for free. So take advantage of it. Until tomorrow night, I will see y'all tomorrow if the Lord say the same. Just be safe. The pandemic's still going on. Just because Trump is out of office, it haven't stopped. The numbers are still going up. I think I had almost 450. I think it was 450 or 460 deaths in the U.S. from the pandemic. So definitely be safe. Because this thing is still going. They have new streams that is coming out, and some of it have been found here in Dallas. So so definitely get tested. Right now in the United States, we have 468,000 deaths, a total of 2.52 million cases, 27.2 million cases in the US, and worldwide 107 million cases. Now, I will tell you this. I know I've been talking about one of my friends. They told me today they tested negative, but they still have signs of the virus. They have to get tested a couple of more times, and they have to be negative. And they said it's been a long, I think 2.5, almost 3 months they've been fighting this. So definitely get tested. It's okay to get tested. I have another friend. They taken their first vaccine and they end up testing positive. So best part about it, they asymptomatic, they not contagious. I don't know if it's because of that first vaccine, but definitely get tested. Make sure you know your status of it. So, but other than that, I appreciate everybody for joining tonight. I love each and every one of you. To my family, we're gonna make it. We're gonna get through it. So I love y'all. Until tomorrow night, if the good Lord said the same, peace.